the revolutionary ankle lock system, an integrated brace built into the boots, delivering unrivaled support, protecting ligaments from twists, tears, and trauma.
Regan Slaymaker for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store and Our Kings, and I have the pleasure to be joined by world-class heavyweight and world-class coach Malik Scott. Malik, obviously Ezra Taylor fighting on Saturday, change of opponent, but how is everything in Team Ezra camp heading into this one?
Very good. Training camp was pure darkness, pure uncomfortability. Ezra was able to walk through it without no rebuttals. When I say without no rebuttals, that basically means without no complaints. When things got tough, when things was mentally draining, he continued on. And I made sure I made it my business this camp to just make it uncomfortable as possible for him with the high-level sparring, with the high-level work, just with everything. And he did very, very well. I was very proud of him, the way he handled camp this time.
Definitely. How important is that uncomfortability in camp? Is it all to make fight night as easy as possible with that uncomfortability in camp?
Well, yeah. Off the start, it's building character. Boxing isn't a comfortable sport, but how do you build your character depends on how you deal with uncomfortability. And I made sure, like I said, that Ezra was uncomfortable every session, not just with me. Holly made sure he was uncomfortable. Other coaches that we have on the staff made sure he was uncomfortable. And he was, like I said, he passed all the tests with flying colors, and I'm proud of him. And I'm sure it's all going to pay off for him this Saturday.
Definitely. Obviously, he was originally set to fight for the British and Commonwealth titles against Louis Edmondson. Obviously, change of opponent. Ezra told me you guys found out last Thursday. Steed Woodall comes in. As a coach, obviously, I spoke to Ezra just now. He's already kind of set on Steed Woodall already, but how important is it as a coach that you keep him on, focused on fight night, even though it's a change of opponent?
Well, we're talking about this particular athlete, fighter Ezra. He is a professional. He handles everything the professional way. So it's not about keeping him on track. He's already on track. I don't care about if Louis Edmondson is injured or not. That's not my business. He's only my business when he's on the other side of the ring. The minute that we got this guy, to me, this guy is possibly stylistically could be a better opponent than Louis. Who knows? You just never know when you get in the ring. But I've watched some things happen in boxing where you underestimate guys. Guys come in last minute. They come in with a fervor, with a hunger, with an anger, and they have something to prove. And you got to be very careful. So I'm just as on point for Steed that I was for Edmondson. I'm just as much as aware.
Definitely as well, and so is Ezra, by the way, on speaking to him as well. I do want to park that for a minute, Malik. Obviously, I do. Obviously, when I watch your interviews with other outlets, you do break down fights really well, I have to say. So I've got to get your opinion on the main event. Obviously,
yes,
as a former heavyweight yourself, Joseph Parker, Fabio Wardley. I mean, I'm gutted I can't be there fight night. My mate has selfishly booked his wedding in, but I mean, how are you seeing this massive heavyweight fight?
The fight itself should get a lot more credit than it's getting, but I think it's not because people look at Joseph Parker as someone that's deserving of a title shot, and he is. He's earned it. We all know that. But Fabio is dangerous. He's hungry. I spent tons of time with him in Ukraine. We both was in Usyk camp together, and when he was in Usyk camp, he didn't have that much experience, but what he had was a lot of spirit, a lot of heart, a lot of wanting to get better. And that spirit to me is what got him here today. He has a resilient type of presence when he fight, you know what I mean? And that's why he's here. So Joseph isn't just dealing with somebody that punch hard and that's it. He's dealing with Fabio's spirit. He's dealing with Fabio's coach, Ben Davison. It's also matches of the good coaches. Andy and Ben is going against each other. So, that's popcorn ready enough for me. But, it's just a great fight. If I was a betting man, I would favor Joe, obviously. But dealing with a puncher, I would almost consider Fabio at this point a concussive puncher. We've watched him concuss fighters, so the title was earned. I just say you got to be careful with them guys, man. You just never know. Just never know.
Definitely. From what you said there, how impressed are you with Fabio's? Because I feel like he improves every fight that I see him, and he becomes more dangerous at every fight.
Yes.
How impressed are you with those fast improvements that Fabio's made in a handful of, white collar fights to a handful of pro fights as well?
You have to really zone in on the power, because his power has been the equalizer. If he's not clipping guys, he's not in full control of fights. Him and Frazier, that was in 1 round, I believe, right?
The second fight, yes, yeah.
1 round, right? That was in 1 round, but in that little time, they was having some back and forth action. But then the eliminator came into play, and then it was over. We all seen how he did with Justin Hooney. He was losing every second, every minute of the round. I can't even think of good moments he had in the fight, forget good rounds. But he has this equalizer. And long as he has that equalizer, I think the attention should really stay on that. I can't tell you in detail the things I see him get better at. I just know he's getting better at things, but I know what is very serious is his power. He is improving. I can't really tell you on what, because Fabio don't have the best feet. He don't have the best balance. He don't have the best, you know what I mean? He don't have the best hand positioning. But what he do have is power. What he do have, he's starting to learn how to deliver it. And what he do have is a damn good coach in his corner, Ben Davison, that's going to really lead the way for the loopholes that he do have. He's learning. He really is. He's learning on the job, and it's a hell of a job to be learning on.
Definitely, I couldn't agree more on what you said there as well. My final one, Malik. As a former heavyweight, obviously, the kingpin in the division at the moment is Oleksandr Usyk. I have to ask, who do you, as a fan perspective, who do you want to see him fight next, Oleksandr Usyk?
I want to see Usyk fight 2 people, Joseph Parker or Moses.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Moses or Joseph Parker, and for the sake of what order, deservingly, it should be Joseph. First, he got to get through Fabio. If it's not Joseph, then I would want him to see Moses. And the reason why I would want to see him in with Moses is because, if you think about it, we've never seen Usyk in with someone like Moses. I've never seen Usyk in there with a tricky southpaw that can match speed, that can match reflex. But they have Usyk power. To me, is underrated, and Moses does have flat out power. It's just a very interesting fight, man. Very interesting fight. It should be Joseph Parker. Granted, Joseph Parker get through Fabio, and then after Joseph Parker, Moses.
Definitely, it's a very exciting time to look at the heavyweight division. Malik Scott, I'll leave it there. Best of luck Saturday with Ezra Taylor.
God bless you, brother.
Thank you very much. God bless.
Yes.
The revolutionary ankle lock system, an integrated brace built into the boots, delivering unrivaled support, protecting ligaments from twists, tears, and trauma.